What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Please make sure to throw those A's in the chat if you can hear me speak. Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right now. It's looking like the crowd is getting just a little bit smaller here in YouTube, right? So it's all good. We definitely got the closure right here on Tesla below the mid band and actually very close to the prior day low. This does not mean immediate entry. This means that there could be a bounce from the area of 232.08 into the top side to validate or to confirm the mid band right at around 233.55. This is potentially setting up a play here for a continuation to the downside, of which can be pretty substantial and beyond Tesla's average true range, right? So Let's actually pull that up and find out what that average true range is looking like here for Tesla, right? So that is you're looking at around an $8 average true range for the day. So let's pull back here to the hourly time frame, or even right in here. Okay, so 235. Yeah, man, we're actually just a little over $2 in the average true range. This could still continue into 227 even, right? So 227 would put you right about here-ish, right? So if we come down to these levels, yep, you have the 2256. Yeah, you have the 2256 daily gap. That is highly likely an area for this to find support. I'm not sure if that it can reach all the way down there because it's way over the average true range, but there is a possibility. But what I am going to do is draw this. Check this out. I'm gonna take a range here because 228.20 to 226.53. That is a clear area for us to potentially take advantage of, right? So, let's take a look at this. Daniel, what is up? How's it going, Alex? Good to see you here. Senor Pennington, good. We could set up again, right? So this was a good play, right? Potential 35 to 40% gainer on that downside play right here, right? So I want to wait for the validation here of this head and shoulders that we talked about in the video, right? I do think that we have a strong probability for that. This is going to be the first 5-minute closure, if we could, or the one after this retracement here, right? So 1 minute and 57 seconds left to close that 5-minute closure beneath the prior day low. Okay, the thing here is that the more immediate short-term support, I'm thinking that it could be down here, right down there at what is it, the 229.51. That would be the completion of this short-term trade that we talked about, right? We already got the target number one. That happened. Good. Now the next target to look out here, of course, we're gonna have to just see if we can push to the downside in the hourly time frame. That bottom side here is starting to approach to, yeah, it's a complete chop zone low, and that would be the lows of December 13th, 2023. Let's see where's that 5-minute close. 1 minute and 3 seconds left to close beneath the prior day low. Team, this is looking massively bearish, and the continuation may be on. Of course, it still has support at the prior bar low at 231.31. Okay, so you're gonna have to be super agile here. Now I haven't looked at Meta, but I do believe that Meta was completely overextended, and it was already at its 791 average true range, reaching that very top side. And I think we never kept up with. Yeah, we were expecting that. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a little dangerous here, team. Okay, this is Nvidia approaching it's actually closing some candles above the SMA 50 here on the 5 minutes, so it's reclaiming that, and there could be a continuation to the upside, but I'm not convinced just yet. Let's see. I mean, honestly, I think the closure above this. No, what time frame, brother? Please let me know, because that is a good. Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was talking to you. Please let me know what time frame you're looking at, because that could be a little bit of not so awesome things for the bulls. And let's go back here to Tesla real quick to see. Here we go. We got that 5-minute closure beneath the prior day low. Prior day low could be resistance and potential entry. So at this point, I think I would not front run the close beneath the prior day low. I would wait for the break of 231.28 with a 5-minute close. And that would be the conservative trader waiting for that potential. Okay, so let me just let's see. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Yeah. And current low of day 231.29. If we break that, brother, I do think that we have a good shot at making a drop into. I know it's a little right? Yeah. So we're gonna get that first bounce, and then that's that thing, brother. Also, on the daily time frame, I wanted to show you one more thing. Hold on, let me see. Let me pull up the moving averages first and see if how consistent we are together. Yeah, 230, 231, dead on the money is at 231. So let's see. Yeah, why don't we switch that off? If we can start getting some. Yeah, I don't I feel like we have a weird play with that 200 in the way because this can bounce and reverse. You see the range. You see the range here. Let me go back to the hourly time frame and check something. On the 30-minute is what and you were looking on. I know the meta is looking pretty interesting for the puts, right? It did run its true range perfectly all the way to the top. We need we need some. Say again, brother.
Is my Lin Reg bottom, so it kind of matches up with the 231, which is going to be should be a hard bounce there.
Oh, Trader Zero coming in. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, dude. When do I start making money? Hey, let me ask you, man. Do you play options? Do you ever play options plays, or do you only do shares? And also, do you play the mega caps? You know what I mean, dude? And this reminds me, man. Trader Zero asked me a while back if to set up a live stream, dude. I would be more than happy to, man. Just ask me some questions. Ask retail some questions. Why are we gonna keep them out of those small caps? Like, how are we gonna find the traps in there, man? That sounds all too good, dude. So right now I have a lot of a lot of members in here from the what who used to trade with me live here. They're now in the Discord with me. But you trade options only. Okay, yeah. Okay, so only the mega caps. I hear that, man. Close to expiry, single day, no overnight exposure. I assume, right? Nothing crazy like that.
Is that Trader Loser?
Dude, no, dude, come on, man. I love that guy to
Trader
death.
Loser
Now,
is worthless. Nah,
dude,
he's worthless.
is that true, Trader Zero? Are you worthless? Is the people over here getting super offended by
Trader Zero
everything you
is a
say?
bunch of garbage. I challenge Trader Zero.
I'm gonna
He's
I'm gonna have that
worthless.
guy live, and I want to see his thoughts, and you come up with your thoughts too. I want to know. So, dude, Trader Zero,
Dude,
Cryptic Trader is actually a very, very, very talented. He's a
I
little
think
mini man
Lauren's more
himself.
talented than Trader Zero.
Lord, Trader Zero, we gotta see your next play too, brother. What are you doing? What can I play with you? He just said
Trader
he's just
Zero,
said he's totally
Trader Zero's
worthless.
probably shorting like I don't know,
Do you play
like something
short,
stupid,
Trader
like
Zero?
penny
That's a good
stocks.
question.
Trader Zero is an asshole.
I think he says that
Yeah, you're right,
himself.
Ian.
He says that himself to people.
Trader Zero can suck my.
Origin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here. But Trader Zero, do you oh, okay, so he doesn't short actually. Are you long only though? Why wouldn't you short?
You know, okay, that tells you everything you need to know about him.
Dude, I'm well, both of us are. Me and Cryptic are both I mean, dude, you and Cryptic had a really messed up start, man. I know. And Sebastian because, whatever. But the I'm dude, I'm short and long. I'm both. I'm ambidextrous. Do you feel like you don't want to because of the borrow fees or the locate fees, or why wouldn't you short?
Because he doesn't know how to trade.
Origin, yes, please. I encourage you to listen, brother. I beg to differ, man. I think this guy does know how to trade, and I think he's
I don't.
probably
I
trying
don't
to
think he
say that
does.
he's not short, but I think he could.
I think he sucks.
Arca, I am a member
Oh,
on the Discord and am there live, but where can I see the comments? Oh, yeah, dude, I can help you with that. Hold on. Let me just move my my direct access order platform. Hold on, buddy. Oh, so you're only doing long like maybe swing plays or holding investment. Okay, so I'm sorry, Bob. Let me
Yep. Yeah, I agree, Senor. Trader Zero is a tool.
dude, Trader Zero, damn it, man, dude. I guys,
No, everybody
let's
that
not
doesn't short isn't a real trader.
guys let's not bash on anyone here live. Like let's hold on. Short swings right now. Okay, I see. Swings is what you're doing. Okay, so Bob, please look at the screen on your right, and I want you to click on this thing right here. Okay, right here. See the show chat, dude. Yeah, yeah. Trader Zero, man. It would be kind of a rough rocky road coming into the chat, buddy. But dude, guys, please let's try to. I know that Trader Zero has potentially offended us or you guys at one point or another. But please, let's try to be civil and let's focus on our trade, not really on the chat. All right. So Bob, click on this thing on the top right, and that is where you can get the chat to pop up. B, what is up, buddy? And let me know if you can find that. Let me switch over to the chart here. And Bob, let me know if you are there. I'm gonna go ahead and tag. Are you Bob inside of the? Okay, I'm tagging you, buddy. Go ahead and follow that mention. I just got you. Okay, so yeah, this was the that potential. I mean, bouncing from the SMA 200 on the daily, I would consider it completely a bounce. Cryptic from
It
the
didn't get there yet,
yeah,
but
and I
yeah.
honestly think that we could meet. We could. I'm not sure if the next setup is really going to be the following hourly close beneath the linear regression mid band here at 233.56. You're there.
Um,
Okay, got you. Nice. I see you now, buddy. Good to see you. Let's check. Hold on. I remember we needed to check on the following place too. Look over here. Nvidia is about to break its all-time. It was getting close to the all-time high of 543.25 prior day high, and already way beyond the pre-market high too. Let's take a look. What's the average true range on this thing? So we're looking at a 1439, dude. It came down a bit. Yesterday it was near $17, I gotta say, or 15 or 17, somewhere around there. Right? So the daily time frame is showing us that massive ATR. We're at, let's see, yeah, we're barely $6 into that. Guys, there may be a setup. There may be a setup here. Geometrics though, and I think that Cryptic Trader may have. What's your Linreg top on the hourly for Nvidia, brother? I have a 553.73 or 553.50. Say again.
554.90.
554.90 is what you have. Okay, so here we go. Let me do the 553.50 as a dude. Guys, I would man. 553.90 you said for you?
Yep.
553.90.
554. Sorry, 554.
Look at Senor Pennington's reaction, bro. Oh my goodness. Dude, because I'm like secondhand receiving it right now, bro. Like, dude, yeah, it's just Trader Zero and I had a very, very, very shitty start, and then you know, and then it was hashed out. So I'm gonna leave that back there. But 553.50 to 553.90 is such a tiny difference, by the way, dude. Do you remember what I was asking you for yesterday? I was gonna see if I just don't know if the equivalence is the same. Guys, please. Cryptic, I need you here. All right, check this out, team. We are completely breaking that prior bar high right now. The support currently found is the prior bar high on the hourly. That's 541.86. Okay, so 541.86 in all reality could be a support for a long here, but the thing is that we have a linear regression resistance at literally at 543.25 and the all-time high. We do not enter the market, team. We need to confirm the break. But there could be a continuation to the upside here. And I'm not sure if we should wait for the freaking hourly, but this thing may do it. Cryptic, bro, eyes on this. Check it out. Bro, no, bring him back. No, what the hell? Dude, you're such an ass. Oh, my God.
He only got a minute. Jeez, he's fine.
Oh my God, he only got a minute. You're dope, bro. Come on, dude. No, I want Trader Zero back here, buddy. Dude, this is a good thing, man. 540. Dude, we just broke above the freaking all-time high. I'm telling you, we're about to go into price discovery. We're gonna get money here.
I'm already in. I've been
you asshole.
I've been in for like $3, $4.
Oh yeah, well, man, I'm talking about the options trade though. Okay. All right. So hold it, team. Hold it. We need honestly, I think the 5-minute the candle closure above it is good. Is good, but we never know. It could retrace, okay? Yes, Danielle calls.
546.57.
Say again, buddy?
546.57 is our next resistance.
Hold on. Let me pull up.
546.57.
I know what I'm going to do. I want to see if I can validate that top side of yours. Right here. I have 547.12 at the 2 spot 618 fib. That's 618. Guys, do not, and I repeat again, team, do not open any exposure here yet. We do not have a clear shot to the upside. If we consolidate here, that's going to be a killer for your Vega, okay, on your options. Do not do it. I don't see it yet. If you see it, do it for yourself, but I don't see the setup yet for the options trade, okay? Hold on. If you're playing shares, sure. Sure. But as far as the options contracts are concerned, I would not open risk just yet. Me, Danielle? Oh, Ian. Because Ian is talking to the homeboys and homegirls that are still not in the Discord right now. Is he really cryptic? God damn it. Oh my goodness, dude. I mean, it's cool that he came by though. Ian is bouncing it. Dude, you're ridiculous, Ian. Oh my goodness. Danielle, what do you mean? Is this news to you? honestly, I mean,
Arca knows the risk.
Yeah, no, dude. Here's my. It's not about that. I mean, it's if you go into a trading floor. Do you think that's a nice area to be in? Do you think a trading floor, a bunch of freaking desk traders is going to be nice talk? Like, no. And then also Cryptic Trader and I have like the same heritage, man. Like we're kind of like that.
Okay, I closed the YouTube out.
What, dude?
I closed the YouTube out. Creator Zero can come back.
Bro, are you still in there? Trader Zero, you still in, buddy? You just got bamboozled out of the way. Dude, that's gonna be a tough live with this guy, man.
Dude, he comes here. First of all, nothing.
Brother, thank goodness,
What is
man.
gonna happen?
He's here, man. Don't time him out. Okay. Anyway. Okay, man. Damn. I just got sweaty. uh sorry, Trader Zero, is that an actual ticker? Hold on. Or is that like one of those things that I'm just following for right now? I don't see it. I'm being ridiculous, dude. Please know that I'm incredibly gullible when I'm trading. I am very gullible.
Dude, back to big boys. Forget that crap.
Dude, I don't think that's a ticker. I tried. It's not really a ticker. Guys, so sorry. Microsoft. No, I'm sorry. Nvidia was the one that we're waiting for. What I'm thinking here, team, is that this is probably going to wait the 37 minutes to break above the linear regression band and the new all-time high of 543.66, which is, let me show you here on my linear regression, right? Let me show you right here. See that? It's sitting right above the lin reg. So I guys, there could be, the play could be in the following hour. We have 36 minutes left and counting, right, to close this hourly candle. If we do close it above that linear regression, but it can't just be any close. It's particular to closing above 543.66. That's the thing. That's the real detail here, okay? What I will say is that we have actually a positive ADX. Hourly time frame, you're at about 37% ADX, and the DMI plus is on top. 4-hour time frame. Trader Zero, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Dude, so 4-hour time frame. Look at that. Look at the ADX on a 4-hour. That's 40%. I am talking about anything above 30% is a strong market trend. And DMI plus is on top, the bulls, right? So let me go to the 8-hour time frame. 8-hour time frame has 26% ADX, and the more important one would be the daily. It's almost at its minimum. I honestly think that if we had, this would be this for me. If I were back testing this on a daily time frame, look at volatility. You have the complete break above the 15th percentile here. It's completely expanding, right? So this is Trader Zero. If you don't know what I'm looking at, buddy, this is actually volatility on linear. And it's by the caretaker. I modified the script just a little bit to add critical zones so that I can measure iteration here, or just measure repeats. Every single blue bar you're getting here is the closure of a day at critical, and the critical, the critical trigger is below 2%. So this was a lot of contraction here on a daily time frame and a massive explosion into expansion here. So paired with stochastic momentum, let's look at that now. See that? It's in the gravitational zone and it's also in the bullish control zone. Yes, getting a little overextended here. I get it. But this is one entire setup that I could have known the top side to if I back tested. But that doesn't mean that we can't check the bi-daily, right? So bi-daily time frame could be cascading. We could get some cascading in there too. Check it out. This is about to fire off a signal. So the signal is going to be fired off here at the we just got the bi-daily open, right? So we're gonna need here for this bi-daily moving average to move above the 15% and maintain stochastic momentum with an upside pivot here. And that's going to mark off a whole signal. As you know, that's really my condition. The only thing I don't like, and that we're getting the final, go ahead, is that bi-daily ADX. It's at 18%. Really would like it at least at 25. Let me come back. into the hourly time frame. Damn. Yeah, complete retracement here, team. This could come back to pre-market high, 539.46. We don't know that just yet. And this is why, team. This is why we did not open any exposure there. Okay, no exposure yet. No, there's no play yet. Okay, this would be all entirely a gamble if you open any exposure. We have to wait for the right setup. And in my let's see. This is what we're waiting for Tesla's big play, right, Arca? Yes, Ian. I think that on Tesla, let me go back to it. That exact setup on the volatility that you looked at. Here's the buy daily, right? This is we have the downside here. We have the nosedive. We have expansion. We just don't have expansion above the 15%. And that is it's such an important signal because look at my back test. Do you see this iteration here? We have the moving average and the volatility component upside of the 15 with an upside pivot. Here's another iteration. You'll see all of them, right? So every one of them are, except for the ones that went to the upside, right? This is a back test for the downside. So all of these iterations have the upside and they have the metric to the downside, right? So I measured any time that happened. So here's another one, right? We have the upside and the break. So I can't do it here. I mean, I could have, I guess, right? But it's just my thing is to do it at the break of the 15% with an upside pivot. So I have to be mechanically consistent here, or else I'm not going to have the right data. I cannot, and I repeat to you, man, I cannot finesse this like to favor me, because then I'm going to be favoring a side, or I'm going to be trying to force a side. And that's wrong. That's wrong. We need to maintain consistency, and it needs to be mechanically as close to perfect as possible. But that back test, yeah, dude, I'm waiting for the expansion, but that's a 40-point move to the downside. And you have inflection right here. Closing a daily beneath this range here, man. That's minimum 206. No, actually, maybe it's max maybe it's max drop. It could even go into the 194. That's what I'm saying, right? So there's that 212.67 right here at that range low. We have still that potential to drop into 205 or 204 or whatever it is down. Let me see what it was. That's a low of 205.69. We'll break that 205.69. That'll introduce the 194. And that is the move I'm waiting for. It's on average too, with that setup, which is not on this chart. Sorry, it's on this one here, and it's on the buy daily because this is where I did the back test. Yeah, these are all the iterations, right? These are all the samples right here, and taking this into consideration. So 35 iterations, 29 guessed correctly to that downside. So, and I hate here that I have upside, right? So for once, that will be once and for all. Let me just do downside. So the average downside accuracy, excuse my D there, it's 80 to almost 83%. The mean is sitting at 14.7%, but the more realistic moves that I'm looking for are not, yes, that's the maximum move that I'm looking at as the mean, right? I know that we have, we have actually some really ridiculous downside here, but those are just probabilities. But the actual move that I'm waiting for should be somewhere, at least to start here. The lower bound of the first standard deviation. That would be a 4.81% move to the downside. We have a standard deviation of almost 10%. Declines. But something is, there's a lot of rhyming with that 14.7. There's a lot of rhyming in the price targets with that downside. Right? And, for example, the rising wedge too. The rising wedge, that top, that maximum target is located, very close to the geometric mean, the 3.618. So you have that 206.62. You have psychology telling you around 204.11. I have a discretionary range between 201.61 and 205.61, and you have the range low down here at that 205.70. So all of that is kind of what I'm looking at as a maximum potential. But the 4.8% move to the downside based on the firing of the signal, I don't know where that's going to be. I don't know if this is actually going to land at that target at 204 because the signal hasn't fired. So as long as the signal hasn't fired, I don't know where entry is and I don't know where it fired off. But speculation is that we would get this downside, right, to meet this inflection here at the 226.48, bounce to the upside and start validating this resistance level. Maybe even get a couple wicks to the upside where volatility finally starts peaking outside of critical contraction, and then that setup will be on. And I'm assuming that we would fire from here. So that's the complete explanation. That is the complete explanation here. You're taking NVIDIA? Damn, you caught that potential bottom here. I guess you're if you're on options, dude, I hope, you're still at good volatility here, but careful, if this starts contracting, you're going to go Vega negative on that. But you're looking good. Resistance obviously 543.66. Sorry, buddy, tell me.
No, I was just saying Nvidia's coming up. I would not get options yet, though. If you're in shares, you're good.
Yeah, if I were trading shares, yeah, that's no problem. But I'm worried about this 5-minute time frame potential contraction here, and that usually means risk off options. But if you're still at a critical range, so that means that you can still get a gain. You have a little bit of resistance here on those prior bar highs, 542.83. That's very temporary. I honestly would shave off position at around 542.98, and that could introduce a pretty nice play there. There's so much resistance here. All of that's killing options. Are the blue bars overbought and red oversold, says Ian? No, buddy. So the red bars are telling you when we are at critical expansion, right? So for every close of 1 hour here, you get 1 bar. And that just means that, and remember, volatility is direction neutral. This is definitely not directional, right? So we're using stochastic momentum to give us that bias for direction. So don't be fooled here when you're getting a downside on volatility. That just means contraction phase is on. But I will say this is a little aggressive to enter at this point, team. I would really wait for the break of 543.66 to officially get a pretty nice setup here, right? This thing is just range bound. Oh, you're playing shares. You're scalping 1,000 shares from 540.52. Sorry, my keyboard is chomping. I'll be quiet. Dude, no, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. So check this out, team. The hourly time frame, we have 24 minutes to go. Right? So the hourly time frame is starting to show a potential upside. I mean, I can always kind of finesse this, right? And put it at I'm gonna put this here at a 1 day a period 1 look back with a smoothing factor of 1. And look at this. It's completely bullish, right? I'm not going to go off of that, but it's just me to kind of, just get a pre-feeling over what it could do, right? So this is already shifting towards an upside, getting close to the gravitational zone, and we're also expanding here. So as soon as you get that moving average with expansion and you have that upside pivot on the hourly stochastics, that is likely when we're going to start combating the all-time high of 543.66. And it's getting close. It's getting close. And I will say, team, okay, so it's 7:37 a.m. my time. Remember, risk off at NYSE lunch. We don't trade lunch. Okay, 5-minute time frame has a good shot at close. I freaking hope so, right? The stupid little bull flag here, right? I hope we can get a closure above the day's high. The day's high is currently acting as a little bit of support here, but and it was resistance for a bit. So we want to convert that into support. That the opening range high, which was the opening range high was a 541.86. If we can convert that into a support, then great. And then we can look into that 543.66. Oh my goodness. There was I'm not sure if anyone was able to trade this one with me, Cryptic, but there was I traded this. I traded the AMD fall at the break of the EMA 200. That was it was a 2.5 3-point move, and that was okay. That was a good it was good execution. But the thing is that the team was it's really fast. It's super fast. Let's see. Is it in? Who posted that? Oh, this is Wall Street Bets. Is it insider trading if I bought Boeing puts while I am inside the wrecked airplane? What a bastard! What a bastard! That is awesome, bro. Oh my god. Only a real trader. Cryptic, did you hear that shit? Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Oh my god. Did you? Dude. Look at this, team. I'm going to show you this on this side. Check it out. Look at this guy here. He said, is it insider trading if I bought Boeing puts while I'm inside the wrecked airplane? Oh my goodness. Dude, wow. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of that show. Billions, except Axelrod didn't do it while he was in a wreck. He did it at 9/11. Oh my goodness.
Dude.
What's up, bro? Cryptic, I can hear you, buddy. Oh my goodness, that is so funny.
I said, first of all, this dude's not. First of all, it wrecked at night, and second of all, he's using Robinhood. He's full of shit.
He's using Robinhood. Oh my goodness, dude.
It's probably Trader Zero that wrote that.
Trader Zero, don't write that again, buddy. Oh my goodness, dude. Bro, that's let's think of it though. That opens my mind up to like new possibilities. Like this guy was
What, you're gonna wreck a plane or what?
No. Like if you're in a situation, man, it's like there's some like shooting that happened at a Starbucks or something. What would happen? That's not big enough. Because this is like macro scale, 737s, all of those airplanes. Like that's quick thinking, dude. This guy thought about that immediately. If he did, I want to see the receipts. I want to see the play.
Imagine some dude on the World Trade Center, like seeing number one fall down, and he's opening up puts for his family because he knows he's gonna die. Keep him rich.
Is that true?
No, but imagine
that dude just opened short.
That'd be a baller move.
That'd be a baller ass move. I got
dude,
that straight
go down, you're gonna go down with it, but I'm gonna open everything in puts and leave it for my family.
My family is gonna, dude. I am about to get short. I mean, dude, all of my money. I'm gonna create a brokerage account while I'm almost burning on fire, right? Yeah. On the phone with the brokers.
There weren't brokerage form there, so.
Right. And then I'll tell them, you know what? I can immediately, I need to wire this money, but what, dude, you're not going to have settled cash if you don't have an account. You know what I mean? So that's why you use Robinhood, because it'll give you settled cash.
Oh boy.
Well, not settled cash. It'll give you what is that? The immediate buying power or whatever that is, whatever they do, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to time you out for even saying that.
Dude, you can. There's ways around it, man. There's ways. I mean, what else can you do though? Like how? Unless you transfer money. No, I don't know. How can you get immediate settlement on money?
You don't need immediate settle. Just open a margin account.
But that means that your money your money's going to be leveraged 4, 5, 6x when it settles though, and then you're going to have margin.
No, it doesn't need to settle. As soon as it sees the deposit, it gives it to you, or at least I know TD does, or Schwab. As soon as you initiate the transfer, wait 5 minutes, and your money is there. It doesn't need to be settled.
Yeah, what to wire? Yeah, I mean that's what
it comes in video.
Isn't it always wire? I remember it being a wire all the time.
No. Like literally, like if I bring in whatever 50K, as soon as it registers on their system, I'm going to get the credit.
All while you're almost burning alive.
Yeah. Who cares? I mean, you're screwed there,
dude. I mean, I would put in a significant amount.
Better than life insurance, dude.
Yeah, and just open short and leave a message.
Yeah. Pues si ya te chingaste, ya.
Ya te chingaste, that's for sure, dude. I was gonna tell you that. Oh, here it is.
Break.
Nvidia getting ready for a break, team. New all-time high is in. Hold off. 1 minute and 42 seconds left to close this candle here. We could get this right here. It's going to get a little dangerous here. We don't have relative volume yet. We're still not above the moving average either. So hold off. Jay Abrams, good morning, Arca. Just downloaded your info. Thanks for the help getting me into the course. Now you'll see how good of a teacher. Now you will, not me, or you'll see how good of a teacher you are to teach. It's okay, man. It's okay. You're not. Let's just say that 90% of the course is that. And me too, man. I was that too. 50 seconds left to close this 5-minute candle, team. I know we can front run this thing. It is in price discovery. I have to say that. And Nvidia is in price discovery. So this is literally what you would call, man. This is retail shorts here, man. They are not gonna be good. Man, here's the 20 seconds left. I don't even have my let me see. I'm going to display. I am displaying EMAs. Let me see my 7 and 9. Wow, that's way down there. Let me see my SMA 5 way down there. Okay, that's the closure, team. There could be a pullback here. There could be, right? Just know that there could be a pullback here. We don't know that just yet. But you remember how I did it before on my options contracts, right? I would do the I don't know if it's January 13th expiries now, right? So that would be a partial tiny bit open. Because team, I don't know where we're going here. There's nothing to the left here. We're in price discovery. So this is in fact sort of a gamble. Oh my goodness. But if ever there's a position to consider, some nowish, right? Some at 543.70 if it gets a pullback. But know for a fact that I would have already been in. My goodness, man. But remember, you don't want to do not over leverage yourself. Here's that. You see what I mean? Here's that little bit of that 543.70, right? Remember that you still have, that means don't over leverage there either. right? You still have some relative moving averages down here at 542.58. Wait for it. Be patient. The next thing here, conservative trader would really wait for the hourly close above the Lin Reg. All right, we have 13 minutes to go. This is a complete front run, and I think we're going to consolidate a little bit before we really rip to the upside. Okay? Man.
Idea.
Pattersley, what's up, buddy?
Are you off for a little bit there? Or?
Yeah, it's some regulatory rest.
Oh, that's what that is.
Did he just mute? I can mute him. Powder Slave, I muted you, buddy. Let me know if you need to speak through the mic whenever, okay? I'll let you back in, but I temporarily muted you.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so let's see what we're doing.
Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, team. So remember right here, we have around 2 scale-ins already. There could still be a little bit of a pullback, right? We expected this pullback back to the...
You're already entering options?
Yeah. So there's the exposure's already in, and whoever's in is massively green already. Holy crap. Guys, this thing's about to pop. Eyeballs on the play. This thing is about to pop open. Here we go. All right, so I know that we have the linear regression top at 553, whatever. We could reach that. We have resistance coming up at 546, 547-ish. The hell was that? Yeah, between the 1618 and the 2 fib, there could be some resistance there, right? We're resisting right now at the one spot 272. But eyeballs on the position. We are talking about simulator trading here, team. This is a paper trade. This is for trading purposes only. Blah yada yada.
Blah blah blah.
Blah 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 is right.
Blah.
Eyeballs on your volatility. Okay, we need this thing to continue expanding in order for us to gain, in order for us to get that that IV pump. Okay.
Give me IV pump.
Here we go to 5. Man, it's about to break into 545.
546, 546, 546.
I have the one spot 618 at 546.22.
That's my next target. 546.
546.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cryptic did say that, brother. He said that it still wants 550 yesterday and last night when we spoke in private.
It wants 550, cool.
It wants it, is it?
It wants it. Let's see. What else could we have above 550?
Jay Abrams, you're welcome, buddy. If I mean, dude, that's the Linreg resistance on the hourly.
550 is your big one. If it passes 550, we're in no man's land.
I mean, we're already in price discovery now, bro. So there's nothing to the left here.
Fully no man's land.
We're more even fully.
Like we're like freaking Christopher Columbus at the end of the world.
Dude, for real, that's Christopher Columbus definitely in space.
We're gonna jack up some Indians.
We're gonna go jack up some alien Indians in Mars. Let's go.
I'm gonna put my MAGA hat on and go to jack up some Native Americans. I'm brown, by the way, people on YouTube.
We are literally close to native ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Webpacks for Trump.
Bro, Trump? Oh, my goodness. Oh, dude. Come on, man.
Come on.
All right, 5-minute time frame expansion is starting to happen, team. This is good. So as soon as those, what did we end up getting? Is there January 3rd? Is it 13th or what would it be? What's the date? January 15th or January 12th. Sorry, January 12th. Those January
What'd you get?
12s, as soon as you run in the money, holy goodness, there could be some gamma there.
What'd you get?
Huh?
Which ones you get?
I'm not even exposed.
Oh, you're not?
No, my
You don't have an account?
dude. No, my Dash Trader is failing again.
Dude.
Yeah. What is it going to be? This is going to be the fifth trade that I'm going to miss. That's green. I think because of the drivers that I just installed for my new AMD Radeon, it kind of screwed things a little bit. So I'm wondering if I just have to reinstall DAS now. And well, I mean, yeah, the desktop.
Yeah,
the desktop
you might as well.
You've done that before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna do that at the end of today, and hopefully I can trade tomorrow. Dude, oh, Ian, thanks, dude. That was a kind of a while ago, and that was Alex. I corrected that since. Sorry. Dude, this consolidation here, that's the kind of crap I hate for options.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This kills options.
Yeah, man. Still watching. I'm still watching, team. I'm still watching. I'm here with you. Prior bars support or pre-market support again.
Ooh, that was bad.
But that's the testing the previous all-time high on the 5 minute.
That's bad for options, though.
Yeah, of course.
You got options right there. You're screwed.
I know you don't want to talk. I know you don't want to talk, etc. But I have 6 figures in both overweight GTII and FNGR. How long is FNGR, TRGT, GTII? Brother, Jay, I put out that video on GTII. Brother, I've been saying the break of, remember that guy who just said, Arca, thank you so much for warning me about the break of 43? I meant it, dude. That break of the 4302, that was inflection, man. That is a pivotal point. You're breaking that inflection. You're going to start testing. I said it live. You're going to start testing that 29-cent bottom. And it went to 22. I'm honestly expecting GTII to drop anywhere between 8 and 13 cents. And that's because there's almost no, like, the price action there. Those were all areas where price action either was squeezing to the upside or there was a lot of capitulation. So know that there are
that 10 cents, Bob.
know that there are two potentials though. You have the 8 to 10 cent gap, and then you have another one that's like 7 to 8 or something like that. Just watch my video. Watch my video because that's an area where I don't know it's going to reverse, but there could be a bounce. There is literally no reason why GTII would go to the top again. And I don't know what's happening fundamentally with the company, but it's pretty damn obvious what it's showing. That is sell pressure. Right? And it clearly shows that there is a lack of trust, retail to company or something. I don't know what it is, but and you know I'm not a fundamentalist myself, but I will tell you, brother, that it doesn't take it doesn't take much more talent than to see that break of inflection and then just watching that thing kind of fall. What I will tell you is that you can always save whatever you have and wait for that remainder cash that you have until we learn how to trade better, right? Because that's gonna be artillery that you're gonna need, brother. You're gonna need that. And that's often why sometimes I give my master students a little bit of a hard time while they're trading. You know what I mean? It's like Yeah, sure. Trade, right? Maybe trade an amount that's, trivial amount or something really small that won't hurt you at all. Like really, like trade, I don't know, trade $300 and practice with that, right? So just to have a little bit of skin in the game, sure, that can be something. But if you feel like you can gain consistency, then try to really simulate or trade as much as you can. We need exposure to the charts. That it's very important that we do that. I still have conviction here for a continuation to the upside. 5-minute RSI is actually approaching its gravitational zone here. Very likely for it to get pulled to the upside soon here. And also,
looking good. We're looking good.
yeah, 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. Guys, this is the close that I was waiting for, okay? Check it out. This is the close right here. 2 minutes, 44 seconds or 43 seconds and counting. Hourly time frame. Going to be the second candle to a bull. I mean, it's just, this is really not the best setup for a bullish engulfing, right? It's not the, I guess it could technically be at the downside here, but if we do have that recovery, this could technically act as that validator candle for a continuation to the upside. So here we go, team. That's the closure in 2 minutes. It's already getting front run. Wow, look at all that pressure. That's crazy. Don't be fooled, okay? There's a chance for it to pull back always, right? If it's going to validate the conversion of resistance into support of the mid band here from the linear regression, there's always that potential. Okay, but this is looking, I still see it as looking good, right? I still think we have that 546 potential area to remove some risk. And I do think that this could continue running. But wait for that 1 minute and 35 because there could be a slight pullback again. And that pullback could be consistent to the SMA 5 on a 5-minute time frame with the linear regression band on an hourly. The linear regression band will shift. It's going to change in about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Technologically, good morning to you. Good to see you. All right, here we go. Team, as soon as you start reaching that 546 level, right? I'm not going to tell you to liquidate position, but I can tell you that that is a place where you want to remove risk. Profit.
Yeah, take profit.
Shave off the top.
That's a take profit.
Right? We're leading a good trade here, team. 39 seconds to close a 5 minute. Again, not the best setup, right? It's at the top of a trend. Bullish engulfing is not really considered one, but still, it has that potential, right? Price action technically came down. Here you go, team. You're approaching that level right now. You can go ahead and start shaving off a little bit here. Okay, so know that you can shave some position now. You're at 546, right? The break of that dollar is always going to be a little tough. You're right there. Go ahead and remove risk from your position now. See what I mean? Yep. And Cryptic also led that 546 thing too. One spot 618 at 546.22. Very, very traditional play.
Yep. Yeah. We break. We kind of gotta wait to break 547.97.
547.97 is right near that 2 fib. That would give
our
you
next target.
Yeah, that would give you that resistance right before the 272. And the overall take profit, team, sure, of course. We see a 553, a 554, but that 550.30, 550, that's going to be remember, psychologically speaking, it's not the greatest strategy in the world, but when you're breaking a $10 mark, that's going to face a lot of resistance. All right, let's see what it's doing. All right, we got that hourly closure. This is that point where I'm saying that there could be a drop here. And check out my mouse. Look at where my mouse is on the left. See that SMA 5? See the linear regression bottom? That could be your support. The 1 spot 272, the SMA 5, and the linear regression bottom. That confluence is sometimes what you look for as a trader. That doesn't mean that you wait for the dollar mark. That means that you have a discretionary potential. It's all about patience, team, and just following your process. Any confirmations for Tesla? Billy Mack, no, not just yet, but the confirmations for a downside on my shorter term plays, yes. The 2-day back test for the 30 to 40 point move, volatility, I'll show you. Volatility is currently expanding, but still not beyond the 15%. Right, so I mean, it's going to be kind of a tough setup to face here. But still, I still see the downside coming in. We already broke prior bar lows and on a buy daily, right? So I think that what day is it today? Right, Wednesday. We got to see what it's going to look like on Friday. Friday market open for the big move. But right now, the shorter term move to that 226.39 to 224.02 is starting to look a little more likely. And even with the Model 3 news that we got, this AM, guys, my PC is running into 93 degrees. Hold on just a sec. That's a little warm for my taste. And I would really like to go and make it a little bit cooler. Give me just 1 minute while I turn off this heat that's not getting triggered by my phone. Just a moment, team. All right, team, I am back. All right, let's take, hold on just a sec. Let me get I'm at 89 degrees now. That was crazy, man. This thing was reaching 93, 94 degrees. I'm not the biggest fan of this computer running that hot. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so guys, are you noticing this? We got a huge, that was a big test of that linear regression conversion, right? That's what we were talking about earlier. Right at the one spot 272. That's where did I have this? 539.68. So let me just go ahead and kind of adjust that a little bit here. Right, and 543.72 is where I had that. Okay. Oh, whoa. Careful with your risk, team. Careful with your risk. Recovering, yeah, getting this 5-minute closure in 40 seconds below that SMA 5 is not a good thing. Watch out with your position. I would remove risk here. I would remove it. Looking at a fib chart and moving average, I see NWBO. Sorry, Danielle. I'm sorry, Gal. Tell me. Hi, Gal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's a shakeout or whatever, right? But this is a good point. This is a good point for you to just maybe consider exiting the market and repositioning. Jay, buddy, I want to look at it. Hold on. It's just that, I got the Arca Bulls trading team here with exposure. I want to make sure that I'm there. I'm going to mute Gal for now. Okay. If you were able to get out at that point, team, good. I would wait for the setup now. Danielle, you pulled out? The entry price on that's I need to wait for the right setup on that, buddy. I wouldn't just enter the market here now. Because this downside, if we start combating this, we are about to start closing some candles beneath 543.67, and more importantly, closing something beneath 543.35 here would introduce a larger pullback than normal, which means that the next setup would potentially be around 45 minutes from now. What the heck here we go. 88 degrees on my computer. Thank goodness. Man. Let's see.
If we confirm below the 9 here on NVIDIA, we're going to channel for a while.
Let me yeah, see this Jay, I want you to pay attention to this. Take a look at these three moving averages, right? I have a simple 5, an exponential 7, and exponential 9. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to close this 5-minute candle beneath 3 moving averages with a downside pivot is not the best thing to look in the world. And I'm definitely not going to suggest long puts either, because that's not a setup. That's a gamble. No. That's a gamble, right? So we don't trade the break of a moving average. That's not real trading, buddy. So what this tells me is that there's a deeper correction in the immediate short term, and we could possibly find a better play at the close of the hour. We could do it shorter. We could do it in shorter time. That's fine. We could do it at the close of a 30-minute. But I find the biggest consistency at the hourly close. Right? We already got a nice move to the upside. We got a gainer. We got another green trade in. Right? We can't we can't get impatient, but we can find another setup somewhere else. Literally anywhere else. Like for example, this. Like if we were on AMD here, we would have already opened a position short or long puts here at the break and validation of these two candles. Right?
Netflix.
Say again, buddy.
Said Netflix is coming down to its Lynn bottom, so it might reverse.
There we go. Yeah, that's another potential here too. But seeing that we have 46 minutes, bro, I think that's gonna fail it, and that's gonna fail the prior day low.
I do too, but that would be a short.
Hell yeah.
So either way, that's either a long or a short.
Dude, look at the price action on the 5 minute. That's a setup right here. 5 minute closure, 50 seconds. Look at it. Guys, check out Netflix. This is gonna be a potential short play here. Long puts. Try to look at your January 12th long puts. 30 seconds left to close this 5 minute candle. That's going to be your first sign and closure beneath prior day low. The risk here.
Breaks.
Tell me, buddy.
Yeah. Are we just going to wait for the confirmation of this break on the next?
On the next 5.
Yep.
10 seconds left to close this 5 minute candle, team. If this capitulates more, this can always retrace a little bit, okay? You have support at 473.81 to about 474.54. Eyeballs on this play. No, Jay, you're all good, buddy. Oh man, come on. No, it's okay, man. I appreciate the questions, dude. That just means that you want to do it. You want to trade the markets. Complete front run on this thing. Let's see. Gap support on the 5 minute time frame could either be 472.90, or that could be the not yesterday's low, but the prior day 472.57. Right here, there could be a bounce here. There we go. I was going to tell you that this would be an area to potentially gather some type of position. But team, remember that this can come back right into 473.80, 473.79. Right before continuing to the downside. See this here? Right there. And you still have one more support at 474.51. SPY is falling. Yep, the SPY is falling, likely to it doesn't look like it's going to fall for too long though. It's at the SMA 50. That could be a little more pressure to the downside here. It went up to that area there. Let me see the SPY. We have to wait for that close, team. 2 minutes, 53 seconds left. The People's J, what's up, buddy? The People's J, there are several metrics that I followed for that potential bounce. And that was due to I personally think, well, remember, there was no news. Okay, so it was a bold team. It just reached that 74, that 474. Okay, that doesn't mean entry. It just means that it's touching on the targets that we talked about. Okay, so we still have 2 minutes to go. So the People's J, buddy, it was a bold statement that I said, right? It was a potential 3,200% runner if we had that condition that I'm speaking of, like in Tesla right now, right? So, but except it would be to the upside, because the stochastic momentum indicator, which is let me get this thing out of the way. This one here, right? This thing was at its low, and it was also at a regression. It was already shifting. So I noticed that there could be a regression support, and it was at a historic low. And it was I think it was contracted here for the longest time in history too. Right? So that setup I back tested on either a 3-day or a 5-day, I forget. Team, in 1 minute and 14 seconds, if we do not close beneath 473.83, there is no play, and the SPY may be retracing here for an upside continuation. Do not open exposure until we have confirmations. So that setup, of critical contraction with that potential regression rejection with a curvature in it, I back tested that all the way to the beginning of the trading of GTII, which was, I think, 1995. And then that data disappeared. But I back tested that. I back tested all the way to 2014 first, and then that data to 1995 showed up at some random day. That changed my 3,500% thesis to then it was, I think it may have been 1,100 or 1,800 or something. It literally cut it in half. But I said that the signal would fire at the open of this day, and the signal did fire. I was calling a 47 cent bottom at inflection. The asset reached, guys, the closure did not happen at, under the prior day low. This is likely going to start a potential reversal here, but there is the prior bar resistance, okay, on the hourly. I don't see this. I don't see this as a setup anymore on Netflix, okay, team? So that commentary that I made, that got a lot of attention from people, and they started calling me a pumper, because how did it drop from $9 all the way to 47 cents? And then I'm calling an $18 top. It's not that I was calling an $18 top, is that's where the statistics were saying it could go. But remember how I say, your statistics are not certainty. They're not certainties. They're probabilities. And that setup ended up capping out at 550% to the upside at $2.98 from 45. So I said this would reverse at 47. The thing reversed at 45, and it rode all the way to 298. And I was the biggest enemy to retail because I led them on a 550% runner instead of a 3,000% runner. Fuck that. Dude, I'm even getting mad right now thinking of that. It's incredibly annoying, dude. It's really annoying, actually. I'm remembering why I'm stepping away from small caps, dude. Like, little by little, you're like pissing me off. It's terrible, man. I'm not kidding. Dude, that was really a call it what you will. A lot of people were upset about that, but I'm like, dude, what? So I signaled entry in the 40 cents, and then I signal exit. I literally said it in Twitter. I was like, congratulations, team. The 2-spot 618 at 298 has been met. I was like, the play. Consider this play complete. Arca, what happened to the $18 target? Arca, what happened to I was like, dude, I don't know. I was like, it could still happen, sure. But the statistics, I mean, I think that they played out here. Like, completely ignoring that there could be variable into the data. Because there were runs that we had that were 40%. There were runs that were 500%. Runs that were 100. And we had a few that were 1,000% runners. 2,000%. How the hell am I supposed to know if it's going to go to $18? That's just the average. What I didn't do was continue calculating for the, which was something that I learned later, calculating the standard deviation and the upper bounds and lower bounds of the first and second and third. Like that's all knowledge that I gained later because of GTII. So I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the retail too. But dude, that really sucked. It really irked. It pissed me off, man. It's like if you didn't take profit, and if also, I mean, here's the other thing, man. If you had a $5 average on this thing, and then I'm signaling that the move is over, that the statistical side is over, I announced it in Twitter, and I got a bunch of responses to that. If I'm announcing that, man, I don't know, dude. Like, I just literally saved half your cash, and it was a technical setup. It was not news driven. It was not fundamentally driven. It was a statistical and technical setup. And under those conditions, you can have critical moves, but you need to know what to look out for. And that's what I'm going to teach you, Jay. I'm going to teach you how to identify those potential large plays, just like the one on Tesla. We've been talking about this Tesla drop for a freaking week. Cryptic, in his discretion, has been talking about a Tesla drop since last Friday. We're going to be able to identify downsides in discretion. We're going to be able to identify downsides and validate downsides with statistics and with charts. Someone said, how, like, what do you mean this is going to bounce 3,000%? There's literally nothing in the horizon for news. There is, I don't know how many shares on this. Look at the financials. This thing's not going anywhere. I'm like, I don't care about any of that stuff. This setup here is historically known to run this asset this much, and it did. Like, that's all that I cared about. And it was a chance here for me to give retail an opportunity to get the fuck out. That's not my problem. Like, it wasn't my problem that people couldn't take what they could have. Like, that sucks, dude. That sucks. I am done. I'm done speaking about it too. But yeah, that pissed me off a lot, team. Ah, man. Senor Pennington, hourly time frame, is that the hourly time frame SMA 20? Good observation, dude. Or which time frame are you looking at? And also, you're talking about Tesla or Nvidia, sorry. The People's J, dude. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm literally so excited for everybody, dude. Tesla nearing the 200 SMA on a daily. Origin, that was actually the support bottom that we looked at earlier this morning, right? So that and also your bi-daily SMA 100. So yeah, that was what we used for it was a potential blockage, right? So I was saying that, and me and Cryptic were speaking about the break and confirmation below the SMA 100 target, right? So if you're looking at this 231.13, that means that we got to start closing at least some hourly candles beneath 231. And then that could complete the first target that we're looking at from the breakdown of this of the rising wedge, which could be 224.36. But remember, the play here is to look at 226.46 to the psychological take profit of 224.37. And that will not happen until we start falling beneath the daily time frame SMA 200. Falling beneath that and confirming that is going to introduce a lot of pressure to the downside. And that is, I think, when this setup is going to happen. What I mean by the setup is actually the statistical setup. I want to point something out, though. Notice that volume is dropping here with downside price action. That is telling me that this neither has short pressure or sell pressure. That's telling me that there is just a lack of interest. It just means that probably it's too expensive and just no one is reacting to a Tesla. Maybe nobody's buying or selling. So this is just a lack of attention for me. The thing here is that we start breaking below that SMA 200 on a daily. That's widely known. That is a general rule, right? Breaking below the daily 200 is the start of a potential bear cycle on that asset. So if we do break that, we have some bottom side supports to look at, right? But I do think that we could reach this this previous chop area, right in here. Let me show you this area here. And that's not I don't think that's I don't think that would be like a full-on reversal signal. However, I do think that could be a 3-day or even a 5-day inverse head and shoulders at this target here. And also, if we start removing some drawings, that'll also display to you a channel. And a channel is a bullish reversal formation. So this thing is potentially going to drop to its lows, create a bear trap at around 205, maybe 204, maybe it reaches down to 194. I don't know, but it may. The likelihood of it bouncing from 212 to around 205 is pretty great, right? So that's currently what I'm observing here, right? So I'm already looking beyond the play that I'm already suggesting. In fact, I'm suggesting a huge potential temporary correction here, followed by psychological formation that can lead price action to a new high. And that new high would be above $300. Joseph, that is incredibly smart of you to say. I didn't know that could be it. So very, very, very cool for you to share with us. Thank you, Joseph. I think he's right. That could be the reason too. So my speculation here was that we're dropping volume, right, with declining price. That doesn't show me short. That doesn't show me that people are necessarily selling either. It just shows me that there's a lack of interest. People are just not buying. Right? So that's currently what I'm seeing. Another thing is that while you're looking at a shorter time frame potential for an inverse head and shoulders, what do you see here too? Right? This could just be the validation process for a macro time frame inverse head and shoulders. We could probably see this on a bi-weekly a little bit clearer, right? Here you go. Shoulder, head, shoulder, top side. But this would be a macro target. And I'm not really the biggest fan of this target here, because that would imply targets into like $700, maybe $800 or something like that. It's just, we're not ready for that just yet. I'm looking at this formation first, because this formation can lead price action into maybe 314. But I do think that we would need a deeper distribution, right? So we're distributing here right now. As soon as we can start distributing, we'll find that critical demand, right? And then we'll start reaccumulating. And that reaccumulation process may be filled with some FOMO, paired with the broader markets continuing to the upside. If they do, then that'll completely fuel a continuation to the upside, of which I'm already going to be ready for. Lucid just came out with bad numbers. I think the people are realizing that spending 2 hours of charging is not exactly what nobody wants. Yeah, so Joseph, that's another thing too, right? So what about this? If you use your wall outlet to charge your electric vehicle, I think that your electric bill is probably going to be a lot larger than it ever was before. Sure, you're not spending the money on the gas, but there may be, and you know what? Maybe this is excluding the people with solar. Because they could potentially have a battery cell that is supporting that free, because they're generating power through the summer and stuff, and they might have a power that they can use for their car, but also that removes the potential return that you can get from selling your power back, right? So you may be using it and you may be breaking even entirely free. Well, that's great. but that's only a few people. But what about the people that don't have solar and they're connecting their vehicles to their wall outlet? That's probably drawing more energy than a freaking heater, than a central heat. I don't know. You let me know. I'm not the pro here on batteries, but I'm just speculating, and it could be a potential. Yeah, it was good, team. It was good that we didn't open up exposure here, either long or short, on Netflix. I think that we're 25 minutes away from NYSE lunch. While I do think that there is still a potential upside, I will have you be careful because the SPY looks like it's on a rising wedge. Let's see. And Ian, it also won you a bunch of followers who respect the hell out of you and what you do and teach. Ian, I have to agree, and that's why I said I'm thankful for the GTII. For GTII, I have said that before too. It did get me a lot of followers. So did Finger, and so did BBBY. And it actually all started with BBIG. But I always wanted to reach out to those tickers, right? I wanted to reach out to those tickers because those are the ones where all the bag holders were. I could at least give them perspective. And show them that there's a different way of trading. There's a safer way. Microsoft, damn, dude. I don't even know where this thing is going to pull back to, but geez Louise. SMA 10 conversion in 7 seconds. I think that Microsoft breaking below 380.82, that could I mean, yeah, it could start applying some real negative pressure there. And which could introduce a potential bottom side here. I think that the SMA 50 is located at 378, but that SMA 50 may be located at 378.30, not 378.86 by that time. That was the first. Let's see. No, that was with validation here. I feel like the SMA 10 is starting to act as a guide for a continuation to the downside on Microsoft. Don't react to that just yet, right? Because we still have inflection points to break and areas that you could consider as a conservative trader. So we need a yearly Arca Bulls Arca Bulls Asada. Is that what it says? So guys, let me go ahead and let you know in the chat, right, that this is the guided plays here in YouTube. They're potentially gonna face an end, right? So that's gonna be I'm just here because my Discord team hasn't figured out my Discord, but I'm about to transfer the guided plays and all of this stuff with educational content and scripts and all that good stuff, which by the way, I still owe a few here, the averages. I'm thinking of making it actually available to you. Ian, send me, I got something for you. Send me your on a DM, please. Send me your username on TradingView. So I'm going to put this up right here, team. So this is the Discord link. Please consider joining because that's where I'm going to be streaming every day. I'm in here just slightly before 6:30. And and then we're going to trade the markets every day. Just like the way you've seen the trades today. And the massive ones we looked at yesterday too. Which were ridiculous, man. Huge plays yesterday. Let me do that. Is there downside pressure? Oh, okay. It's not only the closure of the EMA 200 on the 5-minute that you need for a confirmation here. It's also the break of today's high at 150.99 also the pre-market high at 151.99. There's a lot of resistances on the way on this. In the way, sorry. But this could be correcting. The hourly time, the hourly time frame, there's a lot of resistance on the way, brother. Also, I mean, the EMA, the SMA 20 at 151.29, linear regression, potential rejection at 151.84, which is the prior day low. It's gonna be a tough run, right? And you got a bullish engulfing here on the hourly. But still, it's kind of not really surpassing it. Yeah, because you have that SMA 20 on the hourly, you have the EMA 200, SMA 200 on the 5 minute. The resistance that you're facing right now is very close. Let me see. Where is it? No, no. It's just that we're looking at the high of day today. and all the other moving averages. There's a lot of resistance here, but it does feel like it's shifting. Stochastic momentum with an upside pivot. RSI could be a little stronger, right? Yeah, there is a definite upside here. You have a support from the SMA 14 on the 5 minute RSI. This is likely to go up, but it's tough. It's going to be tough. Channels did? Holy crap, it did. And notice the clouds. Notice the channels here on the hourly. That is a significantly lower shade of red. Yeah, but bull volume is starting to introduce here. We just closed that candle above the EMA 200 and the SMA 200. The problem here is the hourly, the hourly SMA 20. Right at 151.30, which makes it it's just too, the plays are, I would be playing this with shares, to be honest. If I had shares, it would be a lot easier than playing options on this, because the option, when you have choppy areas, you don't want to play options. You need a clear shot to the upside or the downside. Okay, so you're resisting now at the day's high. Right now we're gonna resist at the SMA 20 of the hourly time frame. Short term take profits. It's gonna happen. And if it's reversing, I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it's on a reversal. This could technically be range bound, right? So if you're drawing like a, let me get rid of this. Hold on. Yeah, you're approaching that SMA 20. I mean, it's very close. Oh, the shade is starting to turn green. Check it out. It's only a matter of time before the hourly time frame prints a buy. But let me show you this drawing. I'm sorry, I got a little carried away there. It's going to draw other crap, I know. Oh. It could show you a resistance on a regression here, but I'm not sure if I'm forcing the regression, because there's also this potential and converting it into a support, which may actually be it. I cannot validate. And then also, is it here? There are a few potentials here. I almost feel like it's this one here. On On coin, yeah, the good eye. Not sure if it's going to validate, but it is one. It definitely, it definitely is a pretty bearish formation. We're about 15 minutes out from lunchtime. Okay, here we go. This is what I meant with Microsoft. This is breaking that inflection, right? We're breaking here. The 380.81 could introduce some volatility to the downside. Check it out, Cryptic. Look at Microsoft 5-minute time frame inflection point. If I know that there's support right at 380.47. There could be a drop to the linear regression bottom. 380. Let's see this thing. $59 seconds left to close this. I'm a little worried. Oh, thanks, Buzzman. I didn't see that. 381.03. Yeah, we need to close beneath this area here, the 380.80. We need to close beneath that. See, there's immediate support at 380.46. Which in all reality isn't that great of a move, which means it's just a scalp. Hold on just a sec, team. Okay. I'm personally looking for a closure of the 5-minute time frame beneath this area here, but it's not just the. I honestly would like to see a clean close, right? So a clean close meaning no exposure to or at the 380.80, which means that we may very well see a downside first to 380.45, get the validation of this area with the next with the following maybe 1 to 2 5-minute candles. The problem here is that we're going to enter lunch. That is contraction for options. You don't want that. That poses a danger. Hold on, team. Let's see. Could you, let's see, Ian. Oh, AMD, 3 white soldiers. 5-minute time frame potential. I don't like the long wick there, but that could be. I mean, if it continues to the upside here, remember that it may want the EMA 200. So, could you explain the loss factor again, please? When you lose half position and believe the price action has to go up 100% in order for you to break even. I'm trying to explain this to my wife, and I'm not sure if I'm explaining it correctly. Well, that's because I think we could probably just look at that like with a significant drop or increase, measuring it, right? So you're talking about math not working the same way up or down, which is, it's true, right? So let me see if it does anything, if it starts to show the deviation at 22%. 22% decrease versus the increase, right? So it's not the same. So rising, so let's just say that you entered long at 116.32, right? And then you actually went up here around 30%. That's you losing. Look at the downside here. It's almost 23%. See how it deviates? So math doesn't work the same way going up. So if you're trying to recover, you know, a loss of, let's just say this. Let me take another measuring tool. Price action goes against your favor. And you've lost like 12% the price. I'm not sure if this is big enough here yet. But you're thinking that you want to recover, you want to recover 11.87% to break even. But that's not it, right? So because 11.87%, mathematically speaking, doesn't break you even. That takes you under your price. That takes you 48, let's say if 151 was your top, right? That takes you like $2 or $3 off of your top. You, in fact, need to recover 13.5% for losing the 11.8%. So the math works terribly different as it comes down or as it goes up, which is really important to consider not averaging down as you're facing a loss, right? It's a lot easier or a lot better, mathematically speaking, if you were to consider removing risk. So if you're still bullish the asset, remove risk so you can slow the rate of loss down. Slow that rate of loss down. Right? And then you break another inflection point, slow it down a little bit more. Because that means that you'll find a better setup. And then when you have that better setup, that means you'll average in that 30% and that extra 15% that you removed here. You'll locate a potential bottom, and then guess what that does to your average, right? Your average then comes down. Then it makes it a lot easier for you to run in the money when you come back up. But it requires for you to take a loss first. You're very welcome, Ian. You're very welcome, my brother. Math works differently on the way down than it does on the way up. Which literally invalidates the whole reason that people tend to average in. You know, they'll say, I'm going in again, I'm going to bring my cost basis down. Like, no. You should bring your cost basis down not by buying. You should bring your cost basis down by selling and slowing the rate of loss down. Because every single time you average in on the downside, you're speeding the rate of loss. Right? So then you average in again here, and then you go faster, and then you average in again, and then you go faster, and then faster, and then faster. It's like you're losing your account. You know, you're losing your money. The asset's still going to be there, right? Even if it goes, even if it goes to out of compliance, and it'll just be a W or a Q at the end of the ticker. It'll still be there. But will you? Damn. You know, probably not. I'm sorry, I had to jump off the stream for a couple of minutes. All my questions answered. Am I rich now? Did you agree with me on NWBO drops to 50 cents? Now that it's potentially lunchtime, brother, let's go ahead and take a look at that for you. Let's see. NWBO. Let's see. Not OTC, SoFi and Palantir are volatile, and I am long. Two favorite stocks. Could you look at these when you can? SoFi is so manipulated. Still waiting for Cryptic's price of $4. Tesla. Didn't he call the 220 bottom? I don't remember Cryptic's targets for Tesla, but I have been oh, look at that. Damn. I said 231.15 by today. And the low was 231.29. That's fair. That is the take profit here for the ascending broadening wedge. And then let's see. My take profit from this resistance here, or the entries short, right? These were the 4 entries. That entry has the range of 232.20 to 229.51. We already realized here it was a perfect entry and an exit right here at the exit number 1. Right? So now it looks like the price action is starting to fail, and it did take profit as well from the pennant bottom today at 231.69. So it's meeting all the short-term targets very well. I am still looking out for the target of 229.51 on that, and then we'll see where the buy daily we'll see where the buy daily sits. Brother, I'm going to have to, if you're going to be my master's student, I'm going to urge you to not have exposure on so many tickers at once. We can't do that. That is a complete gamble and a very, very dangerous way to trade. We need to focus our attention one play at a time while we're first learning. And this hourly candle is going to close, but closing into lunchtime, 5 minutes and 45 seconds. We're breaking beneath the prior day's low. That's a pre-market low. We have a validation of resistance and a continuation with a closure beneath the linear regression band. This is likely to fall off a cliff. Brother, if you are long this ticker, you have an opportunity right now to get out. And not financial advice. It looks like the first support is located at 60 cents. Easily, 60 cents is the first potential support bottom. That means an additional 7% loss right away. You are closing hourly candles beneath the SMA, the EMA. Is that the EMA 7? Yeah, this is not looking hot, brother. This is not looking good. And that's your first support, right? I think it'll support right down there. 60 cents. It'll probably bounce to validate your 64 cents as resistance. Then this looks like it can come down again. The next support level will be between 53.97 and 54.59, right around there. And then it feels like it wants to fail that too. And then if it fails that, Jesus Lord, maybe 47.52 to around 49.25-ish. That's what I'm thinking here. And one more thing. This is a very bearish setup. This is a traditional setup for a downside continuation. This here is literally, this is a descending triangle at the top of a trend. This is a reversal pattern. And I have to break it to you that this thing has massive targets to the downside. Minimum targets to the downside. Let's just say we break down let's just say we break down here on January 10th or something. We don't know when it's going to be. Right? That's your first target to the downside. You're looking at 52.67. The center of the triangle is going to be your other area, psychologically speaking. Okay? Let's go ahead and bring that down just to about right here. I know I'm going to be a little bit crooked, but it's okay. Next target to observe is going to be 47.13. I already spoke to you about that target too. And I spoke to you about the 50-cent target. It's suggesting 52 off the bat. Right? Damn it, I can't get it straight, but whatever. And then the next one is going to be your biggest, but the less likely, but still, it's the way you play this formation. This is just the way you play it. Okay, that next target would imply that you would reach 37.57. And guess where the low of this is? Right there. 38.62. And that is literally where price action is saying that you would be going to. With this one here. So getting completely bothered over here, right? I'm going to finally click it. It looks like I'm a child drawing or something.
Yo, what up?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
What you looking at?
I'm just doing this thing for Jay Abrams, telling him that he's probably going to lose 94% of his position if he doesn't exit.
That's okay. That's nothing. Look at my chat.
Oh no! What, dude? Hold on. Jesus Lord, why are you adding? Oh no, bro! You would
Star student,
dude's number one. Goodness Lord.
Great teaching there, Arca.
Damn, guys. Yeah, I can't even say anything. I don't want to hint at nothing. Jesus Lord. Guys, I literally, dude, it's funny that you've been gone this whole time because I just explained the dangers of averaging down. How math does not work like that. Math does not math the same way you think.
No, never average down. It's easier. It's better for you to get out of position and reposition.
Exactly.
Like take a loss. That's the thing they learned during the AMC days. All those YouTubers were teaching never take a loss. You don't lose until you sell.
Oh yeah, they
you
did say that.
Until you sell. Yeah, that's so stupid.
Dude, that is ridiculously stupid.
Yeah.
That's not
how trading works.
You know what that tells me? That they were just looking out for their own position. They were making sure that nobody sold so their position doesn't go negative when they're all in the money.
Yep.
That's a bunch of bullshit, dude. That sucks. That really is nefarious.
I'm looking for Tesla to drop off
oh my goodness,
a little later.
Oh yeah, I was telling people that I don't think we're gonna. I think tomorrow we were gonna face some downside here, but we just closed the hourly candle. Check it out. It literally just closed the hourly candle inside of the regression. So this feels like it's going to start.
The problem is the 231 is really strong.
Yeah, dude. Very, very strong. That's the inflection point. That is inflection. But that's, look at the dead cat.
Today, it could drop, but I don't know.
Check out the dead cat. This is I consider these to the students. It's a buy formation, a bearish buy formation here. You have a head and shoulders formation. You have a dead cat bounce. You have a freaking tiny little, they could even be a tri formation, right? This already realized, right? This target that we were talking about yesterday already realized today. This thing is just screaming downside.
Yeah.
Not
ready.
It's not.
I'm looking to see for an afternoon play. I'm just scanning. I don't see anything clear.
And everything seems to be kind of flat.
I think everything looks like it's in a channel.
No, range
wrong,
bound.
But, yep.
So
I don't see nothing clear.
Oh, dude. What is it? J.
But you never know. After lunch, something might happen.
Oh hell yeah, right? Or the power hour. So one of those critical times.
Yeah.
Jay Abrams always hits me with like 74 tickers. So let me see SoFi real quick. Hold on. So SoFi, if SoFi starts breaking a daily candle above 862, I think this may have found a macro time frame higher low. But never assume that it's done though. Right, but yeah, this feels like it looks like it already did its play too. Let me see. This is a complete descending channel. Like it doesn't. It was very obvious. It could have even done it like this too. And the take profit to this. Let's see. Breakout was probably about here-ish. That met the target almost perfectly at that run. After the validation of support continued, this was a traditional channel play. Now, this reversion here, right? That was to validate the break of or the conversion of resistance into support, right? Then you continue to the upside here. So what I'm noticing is that it's reclaiming the hourly EMA 7. Hold on. No, I'm sorry, the SMA 50 is reclaiming the 50. So reclaiming the 50 here on an hourly candle, there's two potentials, right? The validation of support, which is highly likely at 838, means retracement of around 14 cents around there. And then upon this validation here, there could be a continuation to the top side. Of course, resistance between the area of 858 and 862, but this could lead into the EMA 200, right? So that EMA 200 is going to be a tough resistance. Lots of price action there too, right? Actually, very much a lot of price action resisting at that level. Crazy amount of resistance. So this may show you signs of reversal, okay? But I personally, this is tough. This is really tough. I don't understand this ticker. I don't know what it even does, right? But this is potentially giving you the opportunity to get out of the damn markets, right? So, and the reason why I'm saying that is because you could be building another bearish formation here. So, and it's buy formation again. So if you're looking at a range bound here, as in a channel, I don't know if it's an ascending formation of sorts. I'm sorry, a triangle. I can't tell. Let me see the 3-day. Get rid of the moving averages. Because buy formation, because you have either a channel, right, mixed with head and shoulders here, or a potential triangle. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But let me see. Let's see here. Yeah, something tells me it would be something like this. And in all technicalities, you do have the golden rule of 3 already played out on this. And that could be the validation for a continuation to the downside in a dangerous fashion. How? Test 1 of the resistance, 2 and 3. Capitulation, fake out, continuation. Right? So I'm thinking here that that we may get a reclaim inside of here. I'm not sure. And if it did, this would imply that your next potential, if these are not counted as tests, then there may be a drop to $6.91 here, or $7. Upon that downside, you would be facing a very dangerous time, because that would be the perfect shoulder to the head and shoulders. And if it rejects, then that means that you're playing in, let's see, A, B, C. Yeah, technically this is done, brother. Technically this is look, this is your ABCD pattern here, right? So you have your B take profit, right? You have your C, and then the final play was D. So this was a traditional setup. This next thing would fail the top side here as a fake out and bull trap. And then this would be the continuation to create a potential bear flag here for then another continuation to the downside. Yeah, brother, I'm not convinced here. I'm definitely not convinced here, because if this is a huge bearish buy formation here paired with you know what? Actually, I'm curious. Let me see the monthly. Do we have a monthly bearish something there or what? It's ignoring its bullish. It's ignoring its bullish engulfing. Holy crap! Yeah. It completely ignored its monthly bearish engulfing. It's completely ignoring it. That's crazy. It succeeded here. This bearish engulfing did make a minimal move to the downside, but it still happened. Yeah, but there's only been, historically speaking, there's only been one bullish engulfing on the monthly. And that now makes it, well, actually one fail and yeah, one beat and one miss. This has I am not trusting this, brother. I in fact, I don't like it, because I feel like this thing is going to present some losses of epic proportion here, man. I'm talking about things in the vein of all-time lows, like 327 lows, if it realizes this macro formation, that is. But there are two potentials on this buy formation, right? Here's your other potential target. Say if it breaks down somewhere, whatever, over here, that would be facing around 375. And you can actually see if that rhymes with anything. Hold on. Oh, actually, it would be right here. Okay, so the 4 spot 236 at $3.15, and your 375 here with the 3618 at 375. Perfect. Jesus Lord. I'm not saying that it's going there. I'm just saying, and look at your all-time low of 424 is showing at the 3272 at 414. This is I don't like the setup for the longs here, brother, okay? I'm just being as honest as I can be. Yeah, this that SMA 50 was man. I think the 5-minute might be too low. I thought he said you need higher time frames for it to be valid. No, not to be valid. It's just that it has a higher batting average or a higher strike rate, right? Your larger time frames carry more weight. There's more grain. There is more grain on your immediate short term. So if you have more grain, if you have more price action, there's a higher chance of invalidation in the immediate short term. My brain wouldn't come up with the right word. I know. I hear you. Let's give Tesla a little Jay Abrams, are you there, buddy? Let me know that you're there, my dude. Okay. Damn, Meta is moving it. Wow. And Meta may be setting up a little bit of a continuation formation here, right? Ascending triangle. For SoFi, this would be forward looking at least a month and a half or 2 months, maybe more. anything can happen and anything can invalidate that, right? But so far, this setup feels bearish in multiple fashions. And the next thing is that, let me see. There's kind of declining volume here with ascending price. That's already kind of a bearish divergence. Also, let me see the RSI. Oh, there, yeah, there is. Damn, it validated already too. This top side of this peak in the price action, that's creating a lower high, right? But if you go to the price action, that peak is creating a higher high in price. So not only do you have a bearish divergence on volume, but you also have a bearish divergence in momentum. And I will tell you, it's just you're at, I mean, that's a lot of trouble, brother. You're looking at an average true range of 47 cents here. And I don't see that as highly volatile. And it's at almost its peak. So options would be a little dangerous, but and I will show you this. Check this out. Look at this. So what was it again? ZJYL? Is that the ticker? Forgot what time frame. I forgot what time frame I used. Let me see. Yeah, here. This is how I was able to tell that ZJYL was about to capitulate. So if I bring the RSI to the top and start minimizing all this crap, I want to show you what I'm looking at. And large, goodness gracious. You have this, even if it's here, yeah. So yeah, you have this a drive of regular bearish divergence on an 8-hour chart. Higher highs on price, lower highs on momentum. You also had volume bearish divergence. See, the volume is dropping while you're increasing price. And a head and shoulders. And what do you know? Look it over here. Head and shoulders. Bearish bearish divergence on volume. Bearish divergence in momentum. Hidden bearish divergence in momentum. So I don't want to say that it's the same, but I'm just saying that, you know, it's kind of common, right? And it's a traditional setup. This speaks to me short, or it speaks to me downside. So I would be very, very careful with this one if you are long. And that's you know, that's part of the magic here when we learn as master students together. We will learn the thesis, we will learn the opposing play. We will try to combine whatever strategy I am talking about being a jack of all trades, master of none type of thing. You'll know several strategies to identify invalidations for a long play. And you'll identify several invalidations for a short play as well. All right, team. The little ladies showed up. Hold on just a second. Let me say goodbye to them. Just a moment. team, I am back. Okay, so that was actually both the little ladies, my daughter and my wife. They are, my daughter has a date with a boyfriend today, right? So they're going to go and hang out. Bring back Finger and GTI coverage to get the viewers back. Let's go, brother. So a lot of that reason is also because I have hijacked the viewers from YouTube, and they are secretly in here in Discord playing the early markets with me from the beginning. Secretly. Northwest, there was a little lady saying goodbye. Dude, bro, how can I tell you no, man? I know I did a GTI thing 2 days, right? So I'll do a finger one for you tonight, buddy. Oh, I don't even know. Where did it, I thought I had a thing set up here. Yeah, you guys, careful with that SoFi setup, man. You know, this is coming from, I have a short bias, you know, you play the markets both ways, so I can understand. I can understand what could be happening here, right? But I was really humbled to see what that guy said to me on Twitter. On X, excuse me, on X, bro. Dude, it's X, man. Stop saying Twitter, bro. What are you saying, man? The dude tagged me, right? And he said, Arca Bulls, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart from giving me the warning of the break of the 43 cent zone. Oh, what? Northwest, you were here so many times. I said it so many times. I also did say for a year straight that I was not going to continue on YouTube, right? So and these people are kind enough. They are kind enough. Oh, Wall Street, I didn't see that you posted that, brother. But I'm sorry, that the retail here inside of the Discord, they are kind enough to be sharing with me 50 cents a day. So it's like, what you got to do is take 2 quarters. And then once you show up to the Arca Bull station, you put the 2 quarters in the little slot, and then you are allowed entry, right, to come in. And then we'll trade together, the financial markets. Right? So so you gain entry at Northwest. Here it is, buddy. Hit the server shop on the top left when you show up, right? And then you may not be able to do it on a phone. I don't think everyone could. He said, got it, here I come. So also know that it's I am gonna switch it permanently, brother. And so see that's how this is happening. I still don't have the entire YouTube ready. The Discord, I don't have it entirely ready, but we are already taking advantage of this, right? Like yesterday I came on like at around 6:25 a.m. my time, right? It's 5 minutes before market open. Today it was like a minute or two before market open. And I'm sharing my thoughts for the plays the next day. There's a lot of things happening, brother. But KD, did that I'm not sure if you're still here, brother, but did that make sense what I was explaining in SoFi? And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be biased towards the downside. It's just I really do mean to say that that's what the charts are kind of saying. You know, so I hope I didn't upset you, or I hope I'm not, you know, I hope I'm not like you don't see me as like the shill here or something like that, right, buddy? I really mean well. I mean well, and I hope that you can benefit from that information a little bit, at least a little bit, right? Because sometimes that's such a terrible thing to say. Benefit from the information is like, damn, I benefit by taking a loss, and it's like, ugh. I get it, dude. I completely get it, and I hate to be that bearer of bad news every time, man. but it happens. It happens with the small caps very often. So no, what I was telling you earlier is that my daughter has a date, right? And she usually helps me with the little guy, right? But today, hold on. Yeah, so I'm no way I'm looking at this, man. Guys, I might have to cut it. Jeez. My little guy is out here. Stop being awake. Stop being awake, little guy. So Katie's saying not upset. No, don't have position, just trying to learn. Okay, that's fair. That's great. That's awesome, dude. I love that you asked that. Arca, do you see my question about the tweezer bottoms? Can they be 6 cents apart, or does it have to be identical? Well, ideally yes, identical, right? But if they're relative to each other, like if the freaking asset is $500 and they're 6 cents apart, then that's fine. But if the asset is worth like 40 cents and it's 6 cents apart, then maybe don't consider that. Formation analysis, in formation analysis, the tighter the formation, the better. Because the more deviation there is between them, then the higher the likelihood of an invalidation. So you're kind of removing probability as they deviate, as the formation deviates, and that's the importance of not finessing it, right? You don't want to force the formation whatsoever, because then you don't know how many. You also don't know how many times it has happened in its history, right? You have to backtest that. You have to backtest the hit rate on that time frame. How many times it has validated out of a tweezer bottom, and how many of those tweezer bottoms were deviated, if there were any. So there's a lot of remember the back testing. There's a lot of condition. You don't have to run the critical test like the way we're learning how to do the like the way that we're learning to do the footprint model, right? Not like that. You can actually visually back test it, right? Just in discretion. Damn it. Hold on, team. Oh man, how did I know I was not gonna have battery on that? Let me see. Just can't believe the little guy is doing his thing. Man. If we get downside today on IWM, where do you see the current highest probability for max risk reward? I've been analyzing this and curious to, let me see. So IWM. Okay, so let me see. First of all, I'm not the biggest fan over the setup, and I will tell you why. Do you see that? Okay, so look at the left screen, not the right screen where my mouse is, right? The left one. You see that moving average? Now look at the right screen. In comparison to the regression band. You see how much more upside there is? So while you are getting a downside, and price action may want to bounce from the SMA 50 down here on this 5-minute time frame to get a bounce to maybe get the short validation with the EMA 200. That may not be the case, because in 27 minutes and 45 seconds, there could be a potential of reversal here, because it's going to want to reach to the top side here to validate the resistance for a short play on the regression band. But when it resists, then it's going to start closing closures above the SMA 200 and the EMA 200 on the 5 minutes, so it may actually flip bullish. Do you know what I mean? So there's inherent risk for both the upside and the downside here, and I am not the most comfortable with that setup. But say for example, you validated at power hour a closure of this 195 for the downside here. There very well could be a drop to at least close to the prior day low or today's low. That's going to be your range. So, let me see. Oh my goodness, come on. So you're looking at around just over $2 per share gain. Oh, you got runners for an upside or for a downside? Are you playing short? For the downside, yeah. So, yeah, there could be a bounce from it's trying to reclaim the SMA 50 here in the 5 minute. This is clearly a support grab. It's gonna want to come up to this EMA 200 at around 194.78. From there, 25 minutes may have passed, and you're close enough to validate the resistance of this linear regression band, in which then again. Right, just to reiterate, then you would get the several closures above the EMA 200, which could introduce the potential of reversal. So there's a little bit of risk here as far as the downside is concerned. Now, 5-minute time frame does have a bearish formation. I can't tell you if it's going to realize it, because the 5-minute time frame formations are not the best. Right, so this is absolutely a bearish formation. This is a rising wedge. Right, downside targets here, if realized, I would say it would be realized somewhere about here. Maybe 9:45 a.m. my time, right? So which could be in like 10 minutes. 10 to 15, 20 minutes maybe, you'll be at 65 to 75% the apex of this formation. Your max downside based on this formation would be, let's see. Upon potential breakdown from here, that could be around 193.93. And there may be bounces here first. But those are my thoughts on that, brother. I hope that it can at least shed some light. And also remember that I'm absolutely not perfect, right? I don't have a I don't have anything but maybe an arguable good batting average, right? Ian said, "Wait, I joined here because you were perfect, bro." Hell, oh man, that's incredible. Wall Street. So yeah, it's important, right, to not ignore your discretion. So if you're feeling that based on someone's opinion and also your feelings, then maybe you're right. Maybe your discretion is telling you sell for a reason. You know, you don't want to. You really don't want to. Make a green trade go red. You know, you're already in the green. Why allow that, right? So now, so yeah, KD is saying you're right. You can't do it from the phone. Just try to join while at work. I guess I have to do it on a computer at home. Sometimes some people got it done with a tablet. I don't know, and also I know that a couple members actually reached out to me yesterday saying, "Well, it worked for me on a tablet, but not for this person." And it's hit or miss, right? But so far, it looks like a computer or a laptop, right? That's the best way. Yeah. So Coin is kind of validating that breakout, right? You have resistance coming up 22 minutes and 31 seconds here. That's going to determine whether price action can continue to the upside or not. Closing above 152.13. And let's see. Just appreciate your breakdown, the sensei at work. My brother, of course, dude. I'm happy to help you, dude. Very, very happy. Here you go, team. This is a volatile upside here on Coin, getting front run. This is literally 21 minutes from lunch. I would not trust this, right? You have to be careful with this. But yeah, if BTC is showing some upside here, that could be introducing upside to Coin as sympathy. Also, what are the broader markets saying, right? Meta is actually showing hourly time frame strength. NVIDIA is also showing the potential continuation to the upside here, right? And I'm not sure about any of the other tickers, to be honest, right? So Meta, and let's see Microsoft, right? Microsoft also showing strength and about to combat its day's high. So I think that Microsoft may be the easier play here. Okay, so Microsoft combating that 382.29, getting confirmations there after lunch, that could introduce a play. And the play 382.30. You may be able to see an over 2, maybe 3 point move to the upside. Cryptic, I think dude, I think Microsoft is showing the promise, bro. I think we may be getting ready for a nice play on Microsoft. But guys, it's just my son. What's up, buddy?
Microsoft and Meta are at the top of the Linreg, but they're both look like they're going to break it.
Yeah, Meta breaking 371.44 with confirmation. Microsoft breaking 382.29 with confirmation. Those are all plays. And now NVIDIA is a little bit further away from it, but higher volatility. NVIDIA as well. 546 break, continuation to the upside, team. And know that the targets that we're looking for are, again, from, I would say personally, you have a resistance at 547.80, but I'm looking at 548.91 to 550.33. Use your discretion, right? This is price discovery. It's completely no man's land. And as far as I just want to give my final thoughts here, team, because my little guy, he's definitely over there doing his little thing. So, team, I don't know if you know this, but I may be out of the seats on the ArcMasters course because I just saw 3 emails come in. And from the 5 people yesterday, I think 2 are asking me questions right now, and 3 other new ones are coming in. So please remember, I'll try my best. I'll try to fit you in, right? But ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com. Secure your seat, right? And it's going to be for the 17-week mentorship.
I think they're starting right now.
Getting front run?
Yep.
On which one, buddy? Ooh.
All of them.
Oh, all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, volatility came up and resisted right at the 1272 on Meta.
I prefer Meta, but we'll see.
Right, Meta
Microsoft runs slow. Microsoft runs slow. That's the thing.
Yeah, and then also NVIDIA is just a little farther away.
Yeah,
you need to get
NVIDIA
that.
NVIDIA has the most volatility, though.
Yeah, NVIDIA. That's what I'm saying. If we get NVIDIA to close above that 546 faster than the setup of the others, clearly we have the play here. And I don't think it's. What was the? Let me see the open today on NVIDIA. I don't even think it's at its ATR yet. This is $2 up from open. No, I'm sorry. Where's my daily? Oh goodness. Here it is.
It's
It's 1373 average true range, and
13.
yeah. So okay, so you still got another potentially $2 at $1.
You got another $4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. So you got another $4 on this thing to ride. So NVIDIA, I mean, it's just remember the setup here is to to confirm above that. And the next thing here is that there's a high probability of closing the next hourly candle. My voice going away. There's a next probability of closing the next hourly candle above that all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be at the linear.
It still wants 550.
Oh hell yeah! And I even think that it may even want to reach the 558 to 560 area into the next few days. It may or may not. It's just showing here on the fibs and also with the confluence of your Lin Reg on the hourly, right? So there may be a huge upside. Just know that we're starting to get a little overextended on the daily. Historically speaking, this thing could run all the way to 89%, 90%. We're at 72% RSI on the daily. And there is a critical upside pivot here. Stochastic momentum in the gravitational zone and massive expansion happening. This is explosive. So there is a probability here, team, that, that there is a clean take profit, 548.90 to 550.33, potential 547, right?
It's not ready yet, though. That's all.
Not ready. You have to get that closure above 546, confirm that break. You get in the market. All right, team, I just need you to be very careful when you trade. Trust the process.
Microsoft and Meta might get a point right now. We'll see.
Oof, Microsoft is already beating its high. It just no validation just yet.
Meta wants it.
Meta. Oh. 15 minutes to close this. I would honestly wait for the 15-minute closure above the prior bar high. But honestly, it would be ideal for you to break the 371.53.
Yeah.
And careful, there's a little bit of a bearish setup on the 5-minute time frame. But that, I mean, and also you have declining volume on the hourly. Careful with that too, buddy.
Gotta remember the hour though.
The hour close, because we're going to introduce volatility right at the open of the after lunch. Contraction always happens here. Lower volatility usually happens during lunch. We might get that volume.
It's been holding above the 9 really strong, so we'll see.
Daniel, I'm personally looking at around 547.80. You have the five. I'll come back to it here. The targets that I was looking at, right? 547.80, 548.91, 550.33. These are three potentials here of strong likelihood if you get that close above the 546.
Okay, Danielle, just remember, if you're using options, just as soon as you're green and you're like, oh crap, oh yes, sell.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. With options, that's all you need to do.
Because you're going to make what the shares are going to make in a shorter move. The shares are probably going to make their real gain up here, but you can make that gain down here.
Per share.
Yeah. Because you may start going Vega negative here. You might start contracting, entering this top side here. Meaning that the buying pressure may start slowing down, but whatever is catching up or FOMO, right? And they're pushing the asset little by little. And then you're going to create that bearish divergence with volume. And then you'll face that top side, and then likely you'll find a huge resistance. Remember, the $10 mark, you're looking at a 550. There's likely a retracement there, and that retracement can bring you back $4. Right? But yeah, like I said, team, just remember the conditions, right? Make sure to keep those conditions tight. But I do have to get to my son, team. I really appreciate everybody for coming on by. Please remember, secure your seat on the ArcMastersCourse, if there are still some. And also,
You can always buy my seat for $1,000.
There you go.
Just let me know.
He just let y'all know.
That's like one trade.
And here's the link again, team, to the Discord. Please go ahead and continue to make your way there. Danielle, thank you so much. I absolutely will. Cryptic Trader, love you, buddy. I'm gonna catch you later. Gotta get this guy rolling. Gotta see what's up with the boy. Damn, Meta doing it. Damn.
Yep, there we go. It's doing it.
All right, you guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming on by. Last chance saloon it is, Origin. All right. Appreciate everybody. Let's see here. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you all a very good rest of your day, and I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios.